the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, car on the wrist, all in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for this, I never switch, she never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
all on my wrist, AOB, just all off of getting money since I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the New York Jets. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. And an alley to run. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
They're running it. Chin up.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
It's caught by Bryant. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh. 6'6", pull it high. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there, with touchdown number 20 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, a lot of things have to go right for an option pitch to be successful. Everything lined up there on the long run.
It does, because you have to make the proper read. It doesn't matter what guy you've decided is going to be read on the defensive front. You still have to execute it. If he comes to the quarterback, you saw there, pitch it out to the running back, and off he goes. A lot of teams don't like to run the option because they don't like having their quarterback hit.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On play action, they'll throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And now running right through it. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
No gain on this defense, no gain. Bravo. Hey. 44.
I got him.
Get it.
Here's 2nd and 8. Complete. Smith has it. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare. Flare.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You better come home next time, son.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Ready. Go. 18 Gators.
I got you, boy.
Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. 23 yards the pickup there.
That's good for the Jets. 1st down. 1st and 10.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
It's 2nd and inches at the 13-yard line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Hey, watch the slant. Hatchet. Rotate.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. With touchdown number 2nd of the game. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point safely through. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey, switch gears.
Rock it.
Shoot. Watch the shoot.
And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and through. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
That good for 22 and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Back to throw here. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 24. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
That's how we do, D.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns, as his guys are able to regain the lead. The point after is good, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he gets this all the way inside the Jets' 20 into the red zone. A big play that time for the Titans. 58 yards.
First down, Tennessee.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for first and 10.
Leo.
Now a handoff looking right. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it, just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, nice move at midfield. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Squeeze. Get it.
Right back to him on 1st down. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on what ought to be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Hey, alert 3.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
General West. Hey, team 6. 44 is the mic. 44 now.
2nd and 9 now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal.
44, Mike, 44. Now watch one. 44 is the mic, 44 is the mic. Check. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Greystone, Travis. Let's get
They're going to look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. Give him 58 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jayon Brown coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And his kick here is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Switch. He's 61. Matchbox lights. Hey, orbit. Mike, 44.
He'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now they try the right side here. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Check the outs. Check the outs. 44.
They'll drop the throw. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now.
Exit. 44's the Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Bofo's the Mike. Mike's Bofo. You get it.
They'll look to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
That's it, baby.
And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
44's Mike. Check, lock it. Hard. Hey, Zoo. You don't want it. Check 4. Kill.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Jets 31, Titans 20.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Down. 60 horse. Blue draw Corker. Shoot. Check. Fresno. Check. Say. Watch the twist.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Come on, boy. You pilot, 64, weak. Check 9. 44, Mike, 44. I'm scared. 49, check 49. Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd and long. It's caught. Smith. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Got a man. It's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jonnu Smith with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is down to 4. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Wells. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Check 31, check 31.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Get in the weight room.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Look at me. Zipper.
He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And it's
Honey, I dash, got it on.